Hey, what's up? John Sonmez from SimpleProgrammer.com. So I got this question about blogging. I've done quite a few videos, I think, about blogging, and of course I've got my free blogging course that you can check out if you haven't already. Just sign up here and you'll get it by email. It's totally free, and it will help you to create a blog. So anyway, this question is from Josh, and he says, "Hi John, I recently found your blog and your YouTube channel and was impressed with the amount of content you have written. I really like the site and the idea of helping other developers/programmers. I have two quick questions. One, I'm a junior developer.net, and although I know there is still a lot for me to learn, do you have any tips to progress quicker and better? I sometimes feel frustrated in what I don't know or don't fully understand, in what I don't know. Two, I'm starting out my blogging journey. I have a couple of domains I use, but I also want to start a blog that helps other, quote, newbie guitarists and helps make playing a little bit easier. Regarding your site, how easy was it to get readers and people interested in your blog and what you had to say?" So I'm really going to skip the first question, and I'm going to talk about how to start a blog and from zero and attract an audience, because I think that's a little bit more of an interesting question here. And I'm actually going to do a course on this, because I think this is I'm going to do a course on going from kind of developer to entrepreneur. You can sign up for the early list here to get access to the course or to find out about the course. It's not going to be a cheap course, I'll tell you that right now, but enough developers have wanted to know how to build a business out of their blog, and it sounds like that's what the case here with Josh is. And so, how do you attract an audience? How do you attract a following? You start a YouTube channel, you start a blog. How do you actually get traction here? And I've talked about this a few different times, but I want to give kind of some lessons learned and some advice that I think I would have on this if you're just starting out, because a lot of you are just starting out. So here's the number one thing: be prolific, right? There's this strategy that I have that always works, at least I think it always works, is that if you are the most prolific person, you will guaranteed have success, right? Because if you write the most novels, if you make the most blog posts, if you produce the most videos, you might not be the best, but you're definitely going to have some level of success, and you're going to get really good by doing a lot of stuff, by doing it a lot of times. So one, be prolific, right? So write a lot of blog posts, create a lot of YouTube videos. It's going to have a high probability of success. Second, be consistent, right? You got to be consistent if you want to get people to be interested in what you're doing, because then they're going to know, well, every Monday, every Wednesday, every day this person produces content and I want to consume that, right? If television shows, right, they come out on certain days, people know what time. I don't watch television anymore, but they know what time their show's going to come on, and it's consistent. If it were all over the place and random, they'd have a lot less viewers and a lot less subscribers. Be committed, long-term, right? Long-term thinking. Doing this for 1 year, you're not going to get shit for results. I'm telling you. I don't care, what you do. You make a new YouTube channel, you make a new blog, whatever it is. After 1 year, it doesn't even matter if you're consistent, you're producing a lot. No one's paying attention. But you're doing it for 2 years, you start to get some traction. You're doing it for 3 years, now you may be going somewhere. 4 years, 5 years. It's really hard to do something for 5 years and not get traction and get followers and get people that are aligning with you. So those are the three keys, and then I'll add one more here, which is polarization. Polarize your audience. This is one of the mistakes that I made early on that prevented me from growing it as fast. And I mean, heck, look at my videos on that people say I'm sexist and talking about guys and relationships and and all of this stuff. Those are polarizing videos, right? A lot of people are like, man, and unsubscribe. I'm like, okay, well, screw you. get lost then. And you got to have that attitude, because if you try to water your message down all the time, and you're like, I don't ever want to offend anyone, I'm going to be politically correct all the time, you might not piss people off, but they're not really going to care about you either. What you really want to do is you want to polarize your audience. So, again, I mean, if you're doing a programming blog or something, you might think, oh, well, how much can I polarize my audience? Well, you got opinions, don't you? Express those opinions. Don't just be inflammatory. Don't just be out there trying to piss people off for no reason. But when you have strong opinions, then express them. and don't be afraid, and also bring your personality into it, right? Don't be afraid to be who you are, and that's how you're going to find your voice. And when that happens, when you're aligned, when you have a consistent voice, when you're polarizing your audience, when you're consistent, when you're producing a lot of content, and when you're committed for the long term, that's when you hit success. I just heard this quote, today from Les Brown. I was watching one of his videos, and he said that it's better to have it's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have an opportunity and not be prepared for one. And that's what I think about when I'm thinking about this. Is it's like somewhere along the line, you're going to get some kind of exposure. You're going to have an article that's going to go viral, or a video, and you're going to get that. But what's going to happen in your 5 minutes of fame if you're not prepared for it, if you haven't been consistent and committed and prolific along the lines, and you haven't built up, being ready for that opportunity, then the opportunity is not going to matter. Whereas because you could get on television for 15 minutes, and if you don't have a body of work to support you, no one's going to care. So, work on those things. That's how you're going to build an audience. It's going to take time, and it's going to take commitment. But do those 4 things I talked about, and you'll eventually see success, right? So, anyway, it's scary. It's a long road, but if you really want it, how bad do you want it? That's the question you got to ask. If you don't want it bad enough, if that seems like too much work for you, well, maybe you should do something else. So anyway, if you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.